It's another week, another update, and another set of life problems. This week, oh, this week is heavy. But how are you doing? How are you guys doing? Did you have a good week? Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm trying to get situated. We can talk about it in the comments. We can vent and talk to each other there. Because I'm about to talk to you guys. But I just use this as my journal. I should have probably put my headphones on. Okay. This week. This week here. This week is has been a very trying week of my patience. Hello, Kashana. Hello, sister. Has been a very trying week of my patience. When I tell you, can't sleep, can't really eat, body in pain, I'm stressed, like, and I be stressing over the smallest things. So the reason why I stress over so much small things is because of my anxiety. And I tend to overthink a lot. It just comes with it, right? And I have depression, and it's easy for me to slip through the cracks and, end up back at square one. So I have to be very careful of what I watch, my intake, my music, what the news, whatever can trigger me to get in a bad space. I don't watch it. Like scary stuff and stuff like that. I can't watch it. Do I want to watch it? No. But it would be, excuse me, it would be nice to glance at it every now and then, but I can't because I just be in a bad mood after. But this week, my manager, she left to go home to visit her parents, and we're short one person. My shift moved up from 12 to 8 to 10 to 6. I have more work to do and less people to help. So now I'm basically doing my job in half of another person's job. And physically, it's very demanding. There's a lot of frying and stuff. I work in the kitchen. And then at the end of the shift, you have to clean. The good thing about that is I get to go home earlier. So that's good. I see better because I can't really drive that good at night. But with that, that's number one, stress. Okay. Then the another stress is personal. I'm gonna give a little scenario. I'm not gonna go too deep into it because certain stuff you don't air. Um, some personal conflicts with person you're dating, and their family doesn't really, I wouldn't say like you, but they think you're using their child, and that triggered me. When I said it triggered me real bad. Like it brought me back to a place of like it brought me back to high school of when people would call you Judas, or people would make fun of you, or people would say you're a user, people would say, oh, you're only here for this and you're only here to get stuff from me. That's the feeling I got from it. And I didn't like it one bit. I didn't handle it as best as I probably could have in the moment. I tried to remain as calm as possible, but at the end of the day, I don't like when people speak about me negatively or they paint me out to be this person that I'm not. Sorry, I had a message, but I don't like when people paint me out to be this person I'm not. Should it have affected me that bad? No. Did it affect me that bad? Yes. Yes, it did, if I'm being honest. It's to the point where I was starting to question myself. Like, Are you really a user? Are you really a gold digger? And then I said to myself, bitch, what are you digging? Because um, I ain't see you come up with no gold yet. I had sat in that energy for Friday, Saturday. So it was 2 days. It took me 2 days to shake it. And I had to be vulnerable and ask for help. I had to be vulnerable and speak about what's going on. Now, I'm not the type of person to air my laundry. I'm not the type of person to tell my business because I don't know who is listening, why they're listening, and what they're getting out of what I'm saying. Because not everybody listens with a willing and loving heart. Some people listen with malicious intentions, and I've learned that. But it was to the point where I just needed to talk because it was too much, and I know I wasn't in a good place. So I talked about it. And from what I heard, I was overthinking the situation, and it's not me. So basically, they're saying, yes, they're speaking about you, and yes, they're talking about personality traits that you don't have, but at the same time, don't take it personal because they're projecting fear and they're just acting out of fear of losing their person or they're losing their child, which I don't understand why you would be bitter if you're scared. It would have made sense for you to be more loving, right? To keep the person. And yeah, that was a conversation. It took 2 days for me to feel better, but I prayed about it real hard, real hard, like Psalms hard, like on my knees hard. Because even though I do live this lifestyle and I am not the prim and prop Christian or I'm not the perfect person, I do believe in praying and I do have faith and I do believe that I do believe in karma too and that good will be rewarded and there's yin and the yang and every action gets a reaction. I believe in stuff like that. So I prayed about it and I was just like, um, I can't handle it anymore. I just give it in. I give up. I can't hold it no more. So I surrendered my problems. And this is me trying to get over it. I haven't been in contact a lot with the person because the energy is just too heavy. And if I have a choice to choose what I want to be around, that's not what I choose. I don't want that energy around me. If it made me feel that bad, where it's to the point where it was almost crippling and I couldn't even eat and stuff, I'm not gonna put myself through that. So the solution to the problem is praying and talking and venting and journaling and crying and screaming and yelling and cleaning. Like I did whatever was necessary for me to cope. But what would you do? What would you do if you're dating somebody and their mom is just like, oh, she's using you. She's just a user and she just wants you for this and that. Are you sure you want to go be over there? Are you sure you want to go be with her? And then the person you're dating comes back and tell you, what would you do? Would you be like, we is not about to talk because who is she talking to? Or would you sit with yourself and try to understand where it's coming from? Because I don't know. I feel like part of me needed to pop off and be like, yeah, who is you playing with? And then the heal version is like, all right, maybe you're seeing something that you might have in you that you need to change. But I don't think it's me because I wouldn't do that. So I don't know. What would you? But that's this week. Oh, and I played games too. for my family to help lighten my mood. That was very helpful. I had to physically force myself to get out of the funk. But that's this week. I'll come back next week with my life happenings. I guess this is my diary now.